Hey, what is up guys, Seth here, back again with an amazing Synchro deck. This deck is absolutely insane with what it can do and the way it just makes you think about your moves. I love this deck and I want to, give a shout out to Wacky Alchemy for putting me onto this. I know I've not been doing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh videos recently, guys. I know that some of you guys subscribe to me just for my Yu-Gi-Oh content. I apologise, but at the same time, the meta and the power creep has just put me off of this game. But this deck just is so much fun. I had to share it with you guys. I had to, make a comeback with this one because there's so much about it that just works. There's so many ways. Of course you can shut it down easily because you can see already it's a lot of grave control, but there's just so much thought put into this deck. It's so weird how it works together the way it does. You would think that all this is just a mishmash of monsters, but it's not. It actually works together really well. So just remember guys, leave a like on the video so that other people can see this. This is not something that I can entitle as, magician.deck or firefist.deck. People are not going to search this up, so the only way they'll know is if you guys give it likes and stuff, and tell me what you think in the comment section below. So let's get into the deck profile, okay? We have one Galaxy Serpent, we have two Labradorite Dragons, we have one Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, we have two Carbonedons, we have one Dark Simorgh, two Gem Knight Lazulis, one Glow Up Bulb, one Jet Synchron, three Kree Bandits, three Level Eaters, two Paternal Seahorses, three Raiden Hand of the Light Sworn, we have three Symphonic Warrior Bases, one Symphonic Warrior Sizers, we have three Symphonic Guitars. Then for the spells we've got three Brilliant Fusion, two Charger Light Brigades, one Foolish Burial, three Instant Fusions, three Jewels of the Valiant, and one 1-for-1. The extra deck is important as well. So we have the two Norden, of course, the Norden. You can replace Instant Fusion with Soul Charge and just make it a 40 card deck if you want to. But this just makes it work that a little bit more consistently. I don't like using Norden, but at the same time, this is not a broken way to use them. There's no loops in this. There's no stupid, there's no stupid ways to abuse this with like Trick Clown and stuff like that. There's just, it summons one back. That's about it. All it does. It's just a Monster Reborn glorified. We have one Gem Knight Seraph. We're just going to call her Seraph. This is your bread and butter here. That's why we're running three Brilliant Fusions. So I'll explain that in a second. We have one Axel Synchron, one Archimedes. We have one Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, two Formula Synchrons, one Leo the Keeper of the Sacred Tree, one Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon, one Stardust Dragon, one Stardust Savior Spark Dragon. We have one TG Hyper Librarian, one Underground Arachnid, and one Yahtzee Evil of the Unseen. Okay, so what happens is we will start with Brilliant Fusion, hopefully, right? We'll send Galaxy Serpent and Gem Knight Lazuli to the grave. This will give us this, and it will give us an extra normal summon this turn, which is invaluable. Trust me, it's really invaluable for you to get two normal summons in that turn. So yeah. So what you want to do is you want to either get Carbonend to the grave with Level Eater so that you can immediately synchro up to a 6 or possibly a 7 if you're able to manage it, or play defensively for your first turn. Play a Kree Bandit first. You're going to give away what you're playing, but at the same time you're going to at least keep a 5 card hand, and I doubt he would one turn kill you. And when you've got an empty field, I doubt he can. There's not many one turn kills left anymore. First turn kills I should say. Without some sort of field presence, he's not going to really get much done. Jewels of the Valiant, let me explain this one. If you banish Sizers, you can send Level Eater to the grave. If you banish Carbonedon, you can send Bases or Level Eater to the grave. This is all about, you're going to banish one. If you just banish one of one attribute, you can send a different attribute to the banished monster. So if you banish an Earth, you can send Level Eater to the grave from your deck. If you banish Bases, you can send Level Eater to the, it's all of these things. But you can only send it if there's one. So if you banish with Black Luster Soldier, it's not going to work. Jewels of the Valiant won't work with Black Luster Soldier. So it has to be something like Bases, something like Sizers, something like Carbonedon. Jet Synchron is just something that I added so that Axel Synchron can have more use, as well as the fact that he is a level 1 tuner and he can discard a card from your hand to special summon himself back. So if you do have to get a level eater out your hand or carbon end out your hand, you can just discard it with Jet Synchron and not waste your normal summon. Guitars is self-explanatory. You know, you discard a card, usually a level eater, usually, you know, Jet Synchron or carbon end, even sometimes Glow Up Bulb if you can get it into your hand, and you special summon possibly bases or possibly sizers, depending on what you want to synchro summon first turn. The thing about Paternal Seahorse is Yahtzee can target itself. Yahtzee works like Scrap Dragon, so you target a Yang Zing, which is itself, and one card your opponent controls and destroy them. Because it can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects, Fiendish Chain won't really work, Compulse is not going to work. You know, it's really good to go into this card and then just pop something, one of his back rows, or his monster if you don't fear his back row. And then what happens is, once it's destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, which can be your own, you know, it can be your own effect, and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Paternal Seahorse, which is a level 7. Now, if you've not seen this card, it's a really broken card, but it is a fun card. You reduce the level of this card by 1, and if you do special summon 1 Seahorse token, and it's a level 1 token, it's a worm type, but it's a level 1 token. The beauty of this card is you can use the effect of Paternal Seahorse 3 times per turn. So up to 3 times per turn. That's why it's beautiful, because you can lower this card's level to level 4 and have 3 tokens. Then you can have bases on the field, so you can go into TG Hyper Librarian and you could be able to synchro summon a Formula Synchron, draw 2, and you've still got 2 more, no, you've got 1 more token to use, which if you use with Raiden, because you've got an extra normal summon or something, then you've got another level 5, which is Archimedes. Then you can go into Save Your Spark Dragon, and there you go, there's your Quasar. Or there's your Save Your Spark Dragon, you know. It all depends on what you want to run. You can run Shooting Quasar Dragon, but I just really loved the art on Save Your Spark Dragon. It just looked cool and it had a decent effect, you know. And sometimes it's better to have the anti-monster effect so that, you know, you can stop 101 taking your card, you know. And it can't be done with, you know, it can't be destroyed by Dark Hole. So if he has Dark Hole and the ability to make 101, you're not just making the choice of negating a Dark Hole so you can get 101. You're able to save yourself from the Dark Hole, since you can't be destroyed by battle or card effect once per turn, and then you can negate the monster's effect and destroy 1 card on the field, which doesn't have to be 101, since destroying 101 might be completely worthless at that point. So anyways guys, that's the deck profile. I really love this deck. You should try it out. I may even feature it. If you guys want me to feature it, you know, feature a duel with it and show the power of this deck, just leave comments below and I'll gladly do that. As always, please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and check out my League of Legends stuff. I do really good guides and I do good gameplays and stuff, you know. It might not be for you, but at the same time, it might just be exactly what you've been looking for. You've been getting bored of Call of Duty, you've been getting bored of Grand Theft Auto or something. Maybe League of Legends might be your thing, but check it out. As always, thank you for supporting me and everything. I really appreciate it, and peace out.